My name is Michael Hann. I'm the Chief Medical Officer at Brook Lane Health Services, and I've been with Brook Lane for almost 2.5 years now. I'm a psychiatrist by training. I did my residency training at Naval Medical Center San Diego in the U.S. Navy. Followed that with 4.5 years at Naval Hospital Yokosuka when I was on active duty. Did my medical school at FIU, Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine in Miami, Florida. I did my MBA as well at the Chapman Graduate School of Business. I have a master's degree in biochemistry, biotechnology as well, and I did my undergrad in biochemistry at UC Santa Barbara. Brook Lane was my first stop after leaving the Navy after just about 10 years of service, and you always get a little bit nervous when you make that transition from military to civilian life. Since that time, we've achieved a lot of growth. We've opened new services, we've established new service lines, and you can just feel the excitement in the organization about the mission of meeting the behavioral health needs of Washington County and beyond. We strive to meet the needs of the community. We want to make sure that we are providing those much needed behavioral health services and giving back to the community that's taken such good care of us for the past 75 years. My core driver is really a sense of service to others. So I find that if you are prioritizing the needs of others and looking to the maximum benefit that you can have for your community, that it really makes it not only easy, but it's something that you look forward to put in the extra hours in order to accomplish those goals.
Dr. Hann is a true visionary. He was the right person at the right place at the right time for Brook Lane, and he brought a personality that was collaborative in his approach, but very visionary and future-oriented in looking at where Brook Lane needs to go. He's an excellent medical provider, but on top of that, he is just a collaborative working individual that knows how to bring teams together. We're very pleased to have Dr. Hann with us as our Chief Medical Officer. Under his leadership, we've been able to grow and expand our services exponentially. He's too humble to recognize that for himself, so I think everybody needs to know that he is a major driving force behind Brook Lane's current success.
It would be an absolute honor if I was selected to be Young Professional of the Year. Just to be counted amongst the group of nominees is already a huge honor and a very humbling experience. So if selected, again, it would be very moving and very humbling for me. What I would hope to do is to take that recognition and channel that energy, continue to do the work that we're doing at Brook Lane, and continue to have that positive impact in the community.
All right, guys. Well, welcome to the warehouse. This is where all the magic happens behind the scenes here at Sloan School of Music. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous this year going up against Ryan Smetzer. That dude is everywhere. Hey, dude, what are you doing here? This is my warehouse. You told me you didn't make a copy of the key. This is the 5th time I've seen you here this month.
Hey, dude, you're out of snacks, man.
I got freeze pops.
Freeze pops? Come on, let's go.
I've been working in music stores for a good portion of my life. I started working for music and arts back in 2008. I got an associate's degree in music education, and then I got a bachelor's in sociology. So I kind of started using both of those, working for the ARC of Washington County. I was in the children's program, I did outreach, and on the side, I had drum students, and the days started to fill up. And it became a point where I had 2 different full-time jobs, and I had to pick one or the other. And then the Sloan family showed me their business plan. You know, we have 750 students between both stores, so that's 750 people on a weekly basis playing music. You know, like, we're one of the only species that can hear music and enjoy it, which is really cool if you think about it. So being able to help that many people find music is just so therapeutic in many ways, and it was just a bunch of best friends. There's not a lot of ego here. It's actually just how can we have the most fun on a daily basis. Like, it's a great place to work. So my parents raised me better than I think anybody is being raised in society right now. There's just something about the way that they raised me. It was tough, but you know, I wouldn't trade my upbringing for the world. My dad and my mom did a great job. They're amazing people. Another gentleman that I'll mention, his name's Jim Hurley. You know, I worked under him at the ARC of Washington County. He was the director of day services. Jim and his wife and his family were just beautiful people, and he showed me a lot. He taught me a lot. I love Washington County because I was born and raised here, so I don't want to say it's all I've ever known. Like I've traveled and I've toured with my band and gone to other places where I'm like, wow, this would be really cool. But at the end of the day, when I come back here, I feel good. It's such a unique county. You have all these little towns peppered on the outskirts, and they all have something to offer. They all have their own festival. There's a lot of good camaraderie here in Washington County. And like I said, there's a lot of people that have been here for a long time because they know it's a good place. I just really appreciate the support, and we as a company really appreciate the community's support. I think that people see value in our service. If I were to be named Young Professional of the Year, I would just be deeply honored and even more inspired to continue serving the community. So.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. That was the wrong video. Jamie, can you come to the back?
So I am Ryan Smetzer, an on-air host here in Hagerstown and a couple of other cities around the country through our company Alpha Media. I also DJ and MC a lot of events around the community, and honestly it's just an honor and a ton of fun to be able to be a part of that. Also do a lot of content creation around the area, and I am a kids show host too for a puppet show called Bings and Pots. Through kind of the two big ventures that I have with the DJing and the MCing as well as working in radio, they've really kind of provided a catalyst to really serve in the community. Back in 2018, whenever we had launched Live 96.7, one of the things that we really told ourselves we wanted to do was be a catalyst to the community. You know, our corporate entity had told us, you know, this is your tagline, you're gonna be the Hub City's Live 96.7. And I told them, great, but we have to really be the station for the Hub City. We need to be a radio station that represents this community and the surrounding area and the people that are in it. Washington County has done so much for me over the years. Every town in Washington County that I have connected with has given me some sort of opportunity down the road. The people have really contributed to my role as a leader in the community. You know, my ability to go out and lead on a lot of different projects and MC and host a lot of different events really comes down to the people that have invited me to be a part of that. Whether it's, you know, going to the Barbara Ingram School for the Arts and having that opportunity to get a just first-class education in musical theater, which has been a love of mine since I was younger, to, you know, having that opportunity to go to HCC and get an incredible education there for my first 2 years of college, and then still be able to serve the community while I went to Shippensburg. You know, being able to kind of stay in the area while also getting that kind of experience is truly awesome. So to be able to see kind of on a yearly basis, there is so much growth in what this community is really trying to accomplish. And being a part of that story in some way, shape, or form is definitely a pinch me moment. And being able to, you know, MC events where we've got, you know, superstars from sports and entertainment coming here to talk about how great Hagerstown is, and being able to introduce them in that capacity is really cool. But also just the leadership opportunities, being able to be on certain boards to plan events, you know, the Maryland International Film Festival or events there at Barbara Ingram, being on their foundation board now as an alumni member is, you know, just, it's really cool to be able to kind of have that opportunity to serve in that capacity. You know, there have been some incredible individuals over the years that have, you know, won this award, and those people have left such a mark and an impact on Washington County as a whole. To see some of the names that have been on that, to even be mentioned in the same spot as some of the people that have won that over the years would be just an absolute, like, what kind of moment.